Lions TV, full time from a baking hot Calmont Road for the final under-23s game of the season. It finishes Millwall 1, Sheffield United 2. Difficult times for the 23s for a few reasons. One, because some of the players have been out injured. Two, because some of the players are now out on loan. And three, obviously, a few of them from years previous and this year are now in the first team frame. So, difficult one. Of course, Sheffield United as well are flying high. They are top. Well, actually, they've just won the league. And I realised that must have been a possibility from when they celebrated their first goal, like they won the World Cup. They've won the Northern League. So there's two sides to the spectrum of the under-23s. You've got a B and an A, which is Group A is the Northern League and Group B is the Southern League. For some reason, you end up playing both sides and both sets of sides from the Southern and the Northern. And Sheffield United were, before today, 8 points clear of Nottingham Forest at the top of the tree with a game in hand. So, very good side. And as I said, we've got a bit of a depleted squad. We've got Sam SCAFFOLDing out on loan, U23'S out on loan, Isaac Alafe out on loan. We've got Nana Boateng, Abdul Malik and Topoloj just coming back from injuries, as well as now Billy Mitchell, Tyler Berry, Hayden Muller, all in the first team frame. So, as I said before in previous videos, you'd like to ideally do well in every aspect of the club, but you'd rather have not do so well in the 23s games and get people into the first team frame, which is now happening. Let's start out with the team then. The team was Joe Wright in goal. Three centre-backs was Arthur Penny, Harry Ransom and Rob Strachan. Then you had the ever versatile Dan Moss at left-back. You had a player called Walker at right-back I've not seen before, but good young pacey wing-back. Then you had Sean O'Brien and Ruben Duncan in midfield. And up front, Jaden Davis on the right, Nana Boateng on the left, and Abdul Malik has definitely filled out a bit. Abdul, and he looks a unit, but he looks more like a centre forward more than a wide player now, which might benefit him because we've got a lot of very similar type wide players that can play the Sean O'Brien role, that can play the Nana Boateng, Abdul Malik, Jack Leahy, who was also on trial a while ago. All similar sorts of players. Sean O'Brien's having to suffer at the minute. The fact that Sam SCAFFOLDing's out on loan, and as I said in previous videos as well, really missing Skeff. You never always notice someone until they're gone. And without him, we've just got no authority in that midfield. No one's stamping their name on it. And as a result, Sean O'Brien's game's had to suffer. And I really, really like Sean. I'm really impressed with him. And I think he'll do well at Millwall. And recently, apparently, he's been training with the first team. So I think he's a very good player. But he's having to suffer because we've let people out on loan. Alex Mitchell I left out as well. Of course, centre-back. He's now on loan at Bromley. So I think Sean's had to suffer. He's not a central midfielder. He doesn't claim to be. And the club know he isn't. But at the minute, he played there, and in the first half, because of that, not because of Sean, but we didn't have a recognised centre midfielder because Ruben Duncan's more of a distributor than a ball winner. We just couldn't get into the game. It was complete one-way traffic. They scored after about 3 minutes. Jaden Davis back in his own box, defending, reckless challenge, stonewall penalty. Sheffield United step up and score that penalty. Then about 10 minutes later, my mate texted me and said, how they going? I said, it's going to be a very, very long afternoon because Sheffield United scored a penalty after 3 minutes. Goal disallowed after about 10 minutes. But with the 23s, they just find a way. The grit and determination they show sometimes is brilliant. And again, I'm watching them today thinking this is going to be a long, long afternoon. There is no way in the world they're going to get back into this game. But the team spirit they've got, and it's difficult to build team spirit in a, if you like, a reserve side or a 23 side, because a lot of players going in and out, a lot of chop and change. But fair play to Nugent and Paul Robinson. They seem to get the players to do it somehow. At half-time, we removed Abdul Malik and Nana Boateng, and those two, again, both coming back from injury, but just could not get into the game, either of them. And it wasn't really their fault, just a complete lack of service. We was very deep, and they just couldn't get into the game. At half-time, he removes both of those. He puts on Tyrese Campbell as striker. He puts Dan Moss into the centre midfield. Brings Topoloj on at left-back and pushes Sean O'Brien back up front. And it showed dividends straight away. Tyrese Campbell goes on a run, brought down in the box, a penalty of our own. Sean O'Brien steps up and dispatches that penalty. And then after that, we nearly took the lead again. Fine margins in football. Sean O'Brien looking lively, back in his correct position. Free kick from distance. Goalkeeper rooted to the spot. Hits the outside of the post and goes wide. And then exactly what happened the other week, last home game I was here. Well, I can't remember who it's against now. Apologies for that one. Straight up the other end. Free kick, in-swinger. The defenders will be disappointed they've allowed someone to score with a free header. And in failure of finding a better term, Sheffield United players went absolutely apeshit. The entire team, the management, the staff, the fans, it sounded like was on the side, all into the corner flag, jubilant, jumping on each other, going absolutely bananas. So yeah, I'm guessing they've won the league on the back of that. As I drove away from Calmont Road slightly, just a minute ago, I did hear a massive cheer go up. So if Sheffield United have won the league, fair play to them. But Tyrese Briscoe is one I've not seen really before. I think we got him from Arsenal a little while ago. Someone was telling me at the ground there, but not really been in the frame. I'm not sure for whatever reason, but he definitely looked lively when he came on. Won a penalty which Sean O'Brien dispatched, and as I said, not long after that, Sean O'Brien hits the post and it goes wide, and then in the end, Sheffield United win the game. That is it now for the under-23s for this season, and it is crunch time for a few of them. They'll find out if they're going to be kept on or if they're going to be let go. So I probably will do a little update video on that and my thoughts on those players going in and out. I haven't seen a lot of them this season. But yeah, that's it from Calmont Road. And I'll be honest with you, I'll probably miss this over the summer more than I have the first team this year. Of course, can't go to first team games, but I do enjoy my little Mondays, Tuesdays, Fridays, whatever it is, down to Calmont, watching the under-23s and watching the youth at the club develop and come through. So that's it from me. I think we finished 6 in the league, out possibly 8 or 9. So not the most fantastic season on paper. However, look at the bigger picture. Players coming through into the first team and other good young players. As I said, Skeffington, Mitchell, Alex Mitchell, that is, of course, at Bromley, and others getting out on loan and getting game time. Isaac Alafi, Junior Tienza, both out at Sutton. So the bigger picture is definitely one to be looked at. But today, for now, it finishes Millwall under-23s 1, Sheffield United under-23s 2, and become Northern Professional Development League champions. Longest title ever. Please subscribe to Lions TV. Come on, you Lions.